Welcome to episode number 3 of his Colorado Rockies franchise series. And today we're playing Arizona Diamondbacks on July 5th because we don't play on July 4th. But there's 12 days on that day, so 12 times 2 is 24. So there's 16 not playing on 4th of July in real life, and this is 2019. So yeah, we're playing against the Diamondbacks for 3. I'm gonna play this first game right here on camera. Send the game off camera, obviously, and then quick manage last game of the first half. And then the next episode, well, I'm gonna film. It will be the home run derby and their all-star. And I forgot about. I looked at the lead. We don't have anyone. We have, I think, Trevor Story third for shortstops. Noah Renato third for third baseman, and Charlie Blackman third for right fielder. But we have no one at second or first. As you can see, we're at 13th, 5th for contact, 2nd for power, 18th for pitching, 21st for defense, and 10th for speed. As saying is, we're 2 games back of the Dodgers, and we're 5 games back of a Wild. Why is it so weird? I just because the Cubs and Reds are tied. That's why you see the Phillies and Mets in the wild card spot, but then you see the Cubs and then the Reds. I guess we're 5 games out of a wild card spot. And it looks a little weird because the Cubs and Reds are tied for first place in the NL Central, but I think we're 5 games out of a wild card, so we're closer in the division than the wild card. You can see a top team, the Phillies, 55 and 32, and then the Mets 56 and 36. No, Phillies 55 and 32, and the Mets 52 and 36. Red Sox up half a game on the Yankees. Indians up 5.5 on the Tigers, 15 on the Twins. Twins 36 and 49. Astros up 10.5 on the Angels. And then Twins, well, they're not heading behind for a wild card spot. But the Angels are a game back, and the Rays are 3. Rangers are 4.5, and the Athletics are 6, and the Mariners are 8. And the Blue Jays and Twins are 9.5. Tigers actually had a decent year. And yeah, as we ended up, well, what happened was, I think the last time I filmed was, not sure. I think it had to be the 3-2 win, because I thought I lost 7-1. I think it probably was that game, because I think it was like August or July. I think that's the last time. I think it was that game, the second game or the third game, because I thought it was the first game where I lost 7-1. It was the second game where Rockies won 3-2, or the third game which they won 7-5, not sure. And after that, they went on a pretty good winning streak. They won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 game winning streak. Record's 20, so they're almost halfway there. As we just won 3-1 and 6-3. I mean, we beat Derek Cole, which is 4-7, and the Astros are 56 and 31. And we beat Verlander 7-6. Our pitching, well, not that good. As you can see, Davis, a closer now, or been a closer, is 3-2, and then Anderson 6-6. But as German Marquez is 6-4. Not that bad though, actually. It's that Taiwan Walker. But then we have that guy 3-4, and then Kyle Freeland 7-8. And we're facing Grady for that third game. But there's a huge change. Look who we have. Yeah. Well, there's that 26th man in MLB The Show 20. So right now, before I started filming this, I signed him. He's a closer for the Cubs in real life, but he was never on the Cubs. He was the Red Sox for 3 years, the Padres for 1, and the Braves to start his career for the first, I guess, 5 years. And he must have got traded because he wasn't eligible for free agency yet. But now he's at the Rockies. 7.7 million a year. 3 years for $7.7 million a year. Then he's a free agent after that in 2022. Is morale satisfied? Bullpen. I gave him, he's expected 6.8. I gave him 7.7 a year. Top tier. Region none. He likes Colorado. The only thing that's minus is his lead average. Individual performance lead average. He expects, but he's below that. I don't know, but he's not mad. He's satisfied. Not happy, but it's better than mad or really upset and mad because it hurts his heart. The next episode will be the home run derby and their all-star game, if we have anyone in it. If it's not, the next episode will be, the series will be over, and the next episode will be the home run derby and or the all-star game. And say it's if it's just the home run derby, then yeah. If it's a home run derby and or the all-star game. If it's neither, we're gonna play this game. The first game of the second half against the Reds on July 12th, 2019. It says it's John Gray and it's Sonny Gray. Two Grays, unrelated, obviously, I believe. So yeah, let's play. As the Rockies will be the gold controller and the Diamondbacks will be the blue controller. Here we go. Okay. Play full game. As they're fourth in the NL West, we're second in the NL West. Division matchup. And not sure. That's I reckon that's our catcher. I think the one that not our bench catcher for us, and that's Dranky for the Diamondbacks. Home uniforms for the Diamondbacks. Road uniforms for us. Play at Chase Field holds 48,686. Opened in 1998, which obviously that's the only thing the Diamondbacks played in. That's the year they came in as an expansion team. Sorry, it's really bright. I'm not sure why it's like that, but presentation mode broadcast team sign. I don't say MLB Network because it's our game, basically our 4th of July day, the day after 4th of July. We didn't play on 4th of July. Not sure if Diamondbacks did. Quick counts on. Retractable roof open. Cloud cover. Let's go with third size. And yeah, 78 versus 80. Sorry if that was so brown. Not sure why it's like that, but they do have Eduardo Escobar. How's he doing? He has 7 home runs, but he had a really good year. Yeah, that was not Tony Walters, but I think the guy that you saw in yeah, it was that guy, Greg Martin. 70 overall, not bad. I will be the play-by-play announcer for this game. Let's put Blackman first. Righty versus righty. Let's do it. There's the standings. We're 3 games out now. I'm not sure why, how we lost a game when we didn't play a game, but we won 2 straight. The Dodgers won 3 straight. Diamondbacks have lost 1 straight. We're 4-6 in the last 10, and the Dodgers are 7-3 in their last 10. Everyone in the divisions has a 400 winning percentage or better. We are here at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. It's the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Baseball on MLB Network comes your way next. And now what's the matchup? Taiwan Rockers, 17 starts so far in the 2019 season, 3-5 record, 3.72 ERA, 101 and 2/3 innings, 88 hits, 1.28 WHIP, 42 walks, and 82 strikeouts. And yes, it is 2019, and my mom's not working right in Studio 3, aka the office. 5th on Rockies, she's not working at home. Not tonight. She's off for 6 nights. So 5th on the Rockies for the best average, and then 5th on the home run list for the National League. So he could be in the home run derby, maybe. 2-1 count. That's a ground ball. As the shadows are kind of weird here. For throw to first is in time for that's a 6 p.m. Not sure. Here's the starting lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Charlie Bladman, Daniel Murphy, Garrett Hanston, Noah Arenado, David Dahl, Trevor Story, Ian Desmond, Chris Anati, and German Marquette. 252 average, 8th in the NL so far for the Rockies in the 2019 season. Here's Daniel Murphy, 4-game hitting streak, which that's new. It says that because usually the first time I say something about it is 6 games. That's a snap. That's a 5-game hitting streak for Murphy. 102 miles per hour off the bat. A perfect swing, and he's on. I'm gonna try to get Kimbrel in this game, by the way, so he can make his Rockies debut. I mean, he was sat out the first half of the year doing nothing. Swing and a miss! As the Diamondbacks at 43 and 45, 4th in the NL West. That's a smack, and that's another perfect hit 98 miles per hour at the bat, 2 runners on, 1 out. That's thrown up the third base line, but not anywhere farther. Here's Arenado, I believe third in the NL for shortstop voting for the All-Star game, but the deadline's not at the center to become a backup. At least, yeah. That's a ground ball, and that is through! And the runner will not go as thrown at the first base line. It was bobbled, and that's up so will be the home run derby and or the All-Star game. If it's neither of them, then it will be the first game against the Reds at home in Colorado, the first game of the second half. Here's David Dahl. He's better. He has more, a higher average, more home runs, and he has more RBIs at home, but he has a higher average. Bases loaded, 1 out. All the runners are running. I did that. Back to the pitcher. Got him at first. So I did it on purpose. Accidentally sent all the runners. Oops. But that basically saved probably then did an out at home because a runner at second and third, 2 outs for Trevor Story. Ground ball, caught by the shortstop, Escobar, cheater, jump throw, safe at first. Infield single by Trevor Story, and it's 2-0 Rockies. And by the way, this is a rematch of the 2017 NL Wildcard game. It was these two teams here at Chase Field. And the Beavos, I don't know if you've seen them, they actually went to the game. And they ended up winning, but then the Diamondbacks got swept against the Dodgers. That's a ground ball! That is caught by Escobar! Throw it first! Got him! But the Rockies get 2 runs on 4 hits and 2 runs on 4 hits and a couple runners left. Middle of 1 to score is 2-0 Rockies. German Marquez, 17 starts, 6-4 record, 3.93 ERA, 105 1/3 innings, 100 hits exactly, 1.26 WHIP, 33 walks, and 99 strikeouts. 1 strikeout in the stand would be even 100, but in the game that do both controllers, it's really hard to strike people out. Not really hard, but it just doesn't happen. That's a ground ball, fielded by center baseman, throw to first, got him. Here's the starting lineup for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Tento Marte, David Chin, Wilmer Flores, Eduardo Escobar, Christian Watches, Alex Avila, and Tuan Walter. 239 average, 12th in the NL so far for the Diamondbacks in 2019 season. David Chin, 13 home runs, first time Diamondbacks, and sorry about my mom's cleaning for some reason. She's vacuuming the grass off the floor, so I don't shut the door so you can't hear the vacuuming. As he has 13 home runs, almost at the All-Star rating, first in the Diamondbacks. Yeah. That's a smash! That is smashed! Perfect! Gone for a home run! David Kim! His first on the team for home runs, 14 of the year. And it's 2-1 Rockies. A solo home run by David Kim to left center field. It's 14th of the year. And it's now 2-1 Rockies. That was a perfect hit. 101 miles per hour off the bat. I bet somewhere is on play umpire. My goodness, that was smashed. 435? Oh, I should have said 420, 15 feet off. This game once I didn't start at 6:10 Pacific, so really, you're way to a 2-1 count. That's a smash! Is that gone? Got a home run! Back-to-back home runs for the Diamondbacks, and this game's tied at 2. What do you say? A former pitcher? Well, the Peralta was solo home run to left field, back-to-back pitch it. 2 home runs on 2 pitches, and this game's tied. My goodness. And you redrew, that's the problem. I'd say 405. Oh yeah, I was so far off. I was 27 feet off. My goodness. 2 pitches, 2 home runs. Well, 2 home runs on 2 pitches. That's a smash! And it's over the glove of Arenado, and that's after in the first out. 3 pitches, 2 home runs, and a single. Dad, why do you keep opening the door? Another perfect hit. That's 3 straight. That one's a little number. And it's caught. I hit the wrong base. But I actually hit the third. Two down now. Here's Eduardo Escobar. That's a ground ball fielded by Story. Flips to the center base. Man, covering the center base bad, and it's over. But thanks to 2 home runs by the Diamondbacks on 2 pitches. And the one, the score, the Rockies 2, and the Diamondbacks 2. Chris Iannetta. 3 for 11. It's his pitcher, and that's a bullet! And that's probably going to be 3 for 12 now. Throw to first, got him. 1 down. Here's the defense for the Diamondbacks. David Peralta, Tenza Marte, David Tim in the outfield, Christian Walker, Wilmer Flores, Eduardo Escobar, Jake Lamb in the infield, and Alex Avila behind the plate, and Tyler Walker behind on the mound. In real life, I think Avila is now in the Twins, but this is the pitcher already. That's a ground ball fielded by center baseman Flores, and they got the pitcher 2 down. Top of the order's coming back up. Empire's on the short sleeve flat shirt. Here's Blackman. That's a ground ball fielded by a center baseman. To hit into the shift. Throw to first. Got him. 1, 2, 3 to the Rockies. Middle of 2. The score remains 2-2. Christian Walker. That's a ground ball, fielded by a center baseman. Throw to first, got him. That's a ground ball, fielded by Story on the right side of second. Throw to first, got him. 2 down. So that's it with the 6-3 because they shift on. And now it's the pitcher. That's a looper. Coming in his Blackman, and he makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 to the Diamondbacks. And the 2, the score remains 2-2. This Friday Night Baseball does. There's Daniel Murphy. That's a smash! All the way to the deepest part of the park! But he makes the 10th in the morning track. And here's the 2019 standings for the NL West. As you see, the Rockies are 3 games back of the Dodgers for first place in the National League West. And the Diamondbacks are 7 games back. 4 days apart. Ronnie's 3 days back to first place. The Diamondbacks the Ronnies are 3 days back to first place, and the Diamondbacks are 7 games behind first place. 2nd place and 4th place, or 2nd place and 4th place. But here we go. Here's Arenado. That's a foul ball and false at serve. That is my filmer as home plate umpire. 1-2 count. It's another foul ball on the cutter. Would have been strike 3 though, unless the umpire called out a ball, which would have been atrocious. That's a ground ball fielded by the center baseman. Throw to first is in time. 1, 2, 3 to Rockies for the 2nd straight inning. Middle of 3, the score remains 2-2. everything on there's bottom, everything's 25th or lower. That's all base. Thank you, Heidi. Hi, Merge your mind. That's a smack, perfect, 95 miles per hour off the bat. The base hit. And the Rockies, I mean, they got 2 runs in the first, since they haven't had a base runner since. And here's done that I made it a 1-run game in the first, and I said ground ball off the pitcher. He's gonna let it come to him. Story got him. Swear out, 1-6-3. Runner at second, 1 out. Pitcher's on a knee to hit him, and the catcher takes his glove out, and here comes the manager from the first base side out. And yes, it's like Ridley. The home team's dead out, the third base side out, and the road team's dead out, the first base side out. Then we go runner at second, 1 out. That's a ground ball. Runner will not advance. Throw to first, got him. So once a single, and then a 1-6-3, and then a 6-3. And here it comes. Now it's a 1-2 count to Jace Lamb. Go ahead, run at center base. Foul ball. That's a smash! Going back is Blackman! Got a home run! Jake Lamb is giving the Diamondbacks a 4-2 lead. His 10th home run of the year, and it's 4-2 Diamondbacks. Jake Lamb with a solo 2-run home run to straightaway left field, 10th of the year, and it's 4-2 Diamondbacks. And that was the same place as the homer to tie it, and the Rockies had a 2-0 lead. 4-20. Oh, that was a horrendous catch. I was 51 feet off, and he's given up 3 home runs, 2 solos, now a 2-run home run, and now it's 4-2 D-backs. That's a ground ball fielded by a center baseman. Throw to first, got him. But then to a 2-run homer by Jace Lamb has given the Diamondbacks a 4-2 lead after 3 innings of play. There's David Dahl. Over on the RBI ground out earlier. That's a ground ball. Charging is Escobar. Throw to first. Got him. 1 down. Here comes Trevor Story. Yeah, I mean, it's only the 4th inning. 1 count. And then gets the ball in zone 1-2. I don't know if they're going to show the umpires, but and that's a lot of hard hit balls. Home plate umpire Mike Fillmore, first base umpire Rusty Valentine, center base umpire Jerry Hillside, and third base umpire Kenny Jansen. That's like the only crew I memorized. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball off the base hit. Perfect 109 miles per hour off the bat. And I don't know why there's a blank right. I don't know why. Usually it says outs right below, like right to the right of where it said how many outs are. Timer to the plate. That's a ground ball. What a play! As I throw to first. Runner at 7, 2 outs. As behind the back, my goodness. But a hit could reduce the deficit to only 1. That's a foul ball, 1-2. Hit could reduce it to 1 as the runner at center has 88 speed. That's a smack, that's a base hit! Coming around third is the runner! And the throw is cut off by the first baseman, then throw, not in time! Runner at first, 2 outs, and it's 4-3. 4-3. Diamondbacks. Here's a pitcher, ground ball, fielded by, oh, Escobar! Escobar completely boofed it, and it was thrown away, but the catcher bats him up, and no one advances any further. My goodness. And now here comes Blackman, the top of the order. Escobar just botched it. ball into him. That is a smash! And no, the right fielder's not even moving, and that's demolished. And the Rockies have retaken the lead. That was halfway up the bleachers. Blackman with a 3-homer to straightaway right field is 23rd of the year and 6-4 Rockies. As it all turned, Escobar botched it, and then top fielder came out and for Charlie Blackman, and Blackman hit it up halfway, 420, 435. But I mean that's halfway up the bleachers. I think it ended up almost on the contours, and 4 runs in the inning. I said 4 feet off. As here comes Murphy. That's a ground ball, it's a base hit. Runner at first 2 outs, trying to keep it at 2. I mean, you were down 2-0 before, and you're up by 2, and now the runner will, the runner will be off on the pitch. That's a ground ball, and it's caught by Escobar. Throw to first, got him by a half a step. Then to a 3rd homer by Charlie Blackman has given the Rockies a 6-4 lead after 3.5 innings of play. There's a smack! Going back as a left fielder! Dahl! And he makes the catch, 1 down. That's all, a ground fly ball, going back as Blackman! And he makes the catch, 2 down. Tomorrow will be open in the 2020 for Beard Jr. by the way. Or not, well, it started 2022. I doubt he's going to be an opening day, but first episode in 2020 for Beard Jr. That's a ground ball, fielded by Story. 4 speed, got him. 1-2-3 to the Diamondbacks, and the 4 score remains 6-4 Rockies. Back at Chase Field, Phoenix, Arizona. Let's go on the field to check in with that. You want?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bat. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Hey, do you want it?
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Here's Arenado. That's a smash, that's a base hit. Leadoff single for, as really, I mean, there's no action in either bullpen. And they started warm up a relief pitcher, and Diamondbacks bullpen down the left field line. That's a smash, foul ball. You get up 6 runs, runner at first, nobody out. That's a smack, another one!
And there's his first base hit in this one.
And 2 runners on. What kind of throw is that? 2 runners on, nobody out. I believe. I mean, here comes Trevor Story. Here comes the pitching coach. And here comes the manager.
Depart after working just 4+ innings, says this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure.
4+ innings, well, 4 innings of that, and he's in line for 600 runs and possibly could be 7 or 8. That's a smash, that could be 2, that's center line. That's a 4-6-3 double play. Runner at third, 2 outs to the reliever, and then the bullpen hits a double play. Here comes Ian Desmond with a runner at third, 2 outs. Swerve and then straight to him a slider. That's all. Floater, and that will be in. Base hit. And now it's 7-4 Rockies. And then a little looper RBI single. And here it comes. And my goodness. That's a ground ball, and that's in the gap. And it's not cut off. And he will be held at third base. 2 runners on, nobody out, or 2 runners on, 2 outs. 9th double of the year for Arenado. And here comes the pitcher. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs. That's a looper will let it down. And it will be caught like this out by the right fielder in fair territory. But the Rockies did another run to extend the lead to 7-4 after 4.5 innings of play.
Rockies lead this one 7-4.
Oh, it's Steven Joseph Jr. pinch hit for the pitcher. And 196 4 home run, 10 RBIs, at OPS to 308. And then it's time to warm up. Matt Notcher on reliever. He's only coming in 6th inning. That's a smash, and that's a base hit. And it is cut off by the center fielder, so the runner at first will stay. Here comes Santa Martes. Hunter on deck. That's all, ground ball should be 2. It's in 1 to first, and that will be a double play. Got him by half a step at first. 2 down. The guy that had a homer that made it 2-1 in the first inning. That's all, liner, and then we'll split the gap. We go all the way to the wall in front of the pool, and he's in there with a 2-out double. 2-out double, and hit can might reduce the deficit to only 2. That's a ground ball, fielded by Story, punches it, and the tying run's coming into play. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, and then I'll say a base hit. And the runner at first will be off on the pitch. That's a smack. Can that tie the game to the deepest part of the park? But it's caught by the center fielder on the warning track. And the Diamondbacks trying to pair. And the final score remains 7-4 Rockies. 1, 2, 3 due up for the Rockies in the top of the 6th. And here comes their long reliever. 27th appearance. 1-1, 45 innings, 1.20 ERA, 16 walks. 16 strikeouts and 12 walks. And he had a 3-run homer to give them the lead earlier in the game. Oh, is that going again? And I never hit a home run in that part of the park yet. Chase Field gone! Blackman! 24th of the year, 2nd of the game. And it's 8-4 Rockies. I never hit a ball to that part of the park. And like any MLB show, I never hit one up to that part of the stadium here at Chase Field. Solo homer to straightaway center field. 24th of the year, 2nd of the game. And it's 8-4. 420. 414 feet out. 444. The wind is 4 miles per hour blowing in from center field. And that's a ground ball fielded by a what stop behind the bat. Throw to first is in time, 1 down. But now it's 8-4, and they scored 6 unanswered runs. The Diamondbacks had a 2-run lead. Now that they face a 4, and now they have a 4-run deficit. That's the pitcher. Throw to first, got him, 2 down. Down to the final 12 outs. If you do 1 in the next 4 innings and not get up another run, don't be tied. But really, you need to score more than 1 each inning because. And that is off the pitcher. Can it be 3? 1-3s? Yeah, all 3 outs in the inning are 1-3s and the inning's over. But actually not Arenado, but Charlie Blackman with a solo homer to center field extended the Rockies' lead to 8-4 after 5.5 innings of play. Alright, the contours. Here's Wilmer Flores.
Striding in, Wilmer Flores. He got on top of one. It was a ground
That's a ground ball to Murphy. Sits in the bat himself, one down. There's Eduardo Escobar trying to get something going here. Down by 4 against the Rockies. That's a smash! And that will go over the pole to the right of it. Almost out of the concourse. Going a home run, Eduardo Escobar. His 8th of the year to right center field. And it's 8-5, Rockies. 8th home run of the year at right center field, and he just cut the Rockies lead to 3 at 8-5. So it's slugfest. 13 runs through, almost 6 innings of game here. That's a fly ball going back to Blackman, and he makes the catch, 2 down. Slugfest here. It's like the Yankees and Twins game from what, July or August of last season. 3-2 count to Vila. That's a smack! And then the shift on. That will split the outfielders and all the way to the 413 sign deep left center field. But he only has 4 speeds, so that's only a double. If any more speed, even 30 speed, that could be a triple. And yeah, I think he was the one that held up the trophy when the Twins won the World Series in that postseason. I think that was him. Pinch hit. Now they're on Brennan Amon, the pinch hit for the pitcher. 275, 6 home runs, 24 RBIs, 345 OPS. They have a middle relief pitcher ready warming up in the bullpen, as he will have to come in next inning. They're trying to reduce the deficit to only 2. That's a ground ball fielded by Story. Throw to first. It's a wild throw, and it's caught by Murphy. Into a solo homer by Eduardo Escobar has cut the Rockies lead to 3 at 8-5 after 6 innings of play. No, I don't want a double switch. Yeah. I meant to put it in, not double switch. Here we go. That's a fly ball against the shift. That's shift to the right in the infield and outfield. And it's caught by the left fielder, 1 down. Here comes Trevor Story. That's a ground ball off the mound in the right field, or center field. Either way, it would have been a hit probably. Runner at first, 1 out. Trying to extend their lead. Craig Kimbrell warming up as they just down him out of free agency for the Rockies. Warming up in the Rockies bullpen down the right field line. That's a ground ball, trippy 2, center 4, 6, 3 down point, and it's over. 7 stretch time here at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Middle of 7, the score remains 8-5 Rockies. This time, number 3, the single and a run scored. Here we go, 1, 2, 3 for the Diamondbacks in the 7th. Ground ball, what a play by the pitcher. Throw to first in time, 1 down. Here's the... That's hit, right field, coming in is Blackman. And he makes the catch right to the down in right field. 2 down. As his energy is in the yellow, trying to get through 7 innings. Here we go, 1-2 count. That's a smack, and it's into left center field. Base hit. Tyron's coming on deck. Runner at first, 2 outs. 1-2 count now. Another base runner in the Tyron to the plate. That's a ground ball. That's a base hit. Tyron coming to the plate. 2 runners on, 2 outs, and you might see Craig Kimbrell come in because now Tyron's coming to the plate. And it's a dense Wilmer Flores. He's 0-for-3, and here he comes. Craig Kimbrell, who sat out basically half of the year. That was last year's snaps with the Red Sox. He's a free agent, never got signed. He's 42 for 47 on saves. This is not a save. not the closer. Wade Davis is still the closer for the Rockies. That's all. Stolen off. 30 speed. Fielded by a center baseman. Throw to first. Got him. And the Diamondbacks turn a pair of runners. End of 7. The score remains 8-5 Rockies. Sawed him off. Here we go. Chris Iannetta. That's a foul ball. That's a ground ball fielded by the Flores. Throw to first in time, 1 down. Oh, the pitcher spots threw up. Martin was a pinch hit for Kimbrel, so Kimbrel, well, he actually only did a third of an inning, so they're starting to warm up. Chin-Wa-O in the bullpen. They made it to the 8th, and then Davis to the 9th if it's a safe situation, which it is right now. That's a ground ball, base hit. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's the guy that has 2 home runs. Can he make it 3? No, he can't. That could be 2. The center on. And that is a 4-6-3 double play. The inning's over. Won it by the Rockies, but it's a race on double play. But they're up 8-5 after 7.5 innings of play. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 8th. Down by 3, and here comes Su-1-0. It's 37 start, 4-5 record, 11 holds, 29 2/3 innings, 3.34 ERA, 25 strikeouts, and only 8 walks. Here comes Escobar. That's a ground ball right in the shift. Story to the right side of second. Throw to first, got him, 1 down. Down your final 5 outs here, down by 3. That's a ground ball fielded by Story again in normal position. Throw to first is in time, 2 down. Now down your final 4 outs, down by 3. And your final face, Wade Davis to closer in the 9th if it's a safe situation. And really, to come back, you'll have to face him unless they don't put him in. But he is warming up. That's a ground ball, and that is a base hit. And now it's misplayed. Going all the way to the wall by the 413 sign. But again, it's the same guy. It's Avila's 9th double of the year. I believe the same 2nd of the game, but again, that could have been a triple if it was anyone else. And then I'll bring in John Ryan Murphy, the pincher for the pitcher. Former Twin. 174, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, 257 on base percentage. And son of our Archie Bradley. They do the 9th. That's a ground ball fielded by a center baseman, and the pinch hitter's return, and the inning's over. And 2-out double by Avila. He's danger averted danger averted after 2-out double. Don't touch your remote, moron, it will be network. And the score is 8-7 Rockies. Here comes Archie Bradley to do the 9th. Here's Murphy. That's a little jam shot. That's a foul ball. Oh, that's not gone. That's driven deep. Gone, a home run. Murphy has gone deep. His 14th of the year to the other side of the concourse. A solo shot to center field for Murphy, his 14th of the year. And it's now 9-5, and now it's not a safe situation. You might not see Davis come in unless it's a safe situation. Murphy, I mean, Blackman hit to the other side, and he's a lefty. He hit it to the concourse to the left of the batter's eye. He hit it to the right. That's probably about, I would say, 420. 441. It's 29 feet off. As Wade Davis is still up. He's ready to win. Just something that happened, but you're probably going to see the same reliever come out for the 9th. It is now. It's not a safe situation. That's all jammer, but it will be foul.
But this will land untouched. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game
That's all another fielded by Lamb. Throw to first. Got it. 2 down. Or 1 down. 1 down. Pardon me. Here's Arenado. There's 23 home runs in the year. Doesn't have a home run so far this season. Or his game. That's a ground ball fielded by Flores. Throw to first is in time. 2 down. The Rockies up by 4, and you'll probably not see Davis come out unless it's a safe situation. 8:50 local time. That's a ground ball fielded by the third baseman. Throw to first is low, but it's picked by the first baseman. The Diamondbacks need 4 runs to tie 3, or the Diamondbacks need 4 runs to tie 5 to win in the bottom of 9. Middle of 9, the score is the Rockies 9 and the Diamondbacks 5. Closer will not come out because unless it's a safe situation, which right now it's not. That's all looper, and it's caught by Dawn left, 1 down. As really, you gotta get 2 or 3. Well, you're still within a grand slam, but you can't really. You have to avoid committing that second out. Gotta get 3 straight base runners. And there's 1. You're 25% there, and now it's botched. But he will remain at first base. Don't want to take any chances. Down by 4. And another runner will make time around dead, which would be a safe situation. That's a foul ball. Double play does end it, and the infield isn't double play depth. That's a ground ball, and it's knocked down by Trevor Story, and the tying run is on deck. 2 runners on, 1 out. Base hit. And here comes Lambs, 3 for 4, the homer, 2 singles, and 2 RBIs. And So here we go. They're all bringing the White Davis. The time runs on the 4-run game, and he's 18 for 21 on saves. Time runs on deck. That's a save situation. It is a save. It wouldn't be a save for the guy that you can't pitch yourself in a save, but he came in a save situation. The last time. That is rocked! And that ball is gone! Lamb is second home run of the game! A 3-run home run, it's 9-8! To left center field, 11th of the year, second of the game. And it's 9-8. A slugfest. As the first 2 runs are charged to the reliever who came out to Otani, or whatever his name was. The 3rd run's charged to Davis. But now, it's a 1-run game. I'd rather have that home run when you have the bases loaded. That is a smash! Going back as the center fielder! And he makes the catch, Desmond! And the Diamondbacks are down in the final out, but only down by 1 swing, and it's Escobar. Only hit in the game once a solo home run earlier. That is a base hit! Runner at first, 2 outs, and that's a tying run. The winning run's coming into play. And this game's been really shaky, and now it's a 3-1 count. That's a ground ball, and that is knocked down! You know, pick up the ball? As 2 runners on, 2 outs. And here's Avila. Last 2 at-bats, he got a double. The Rockies completely collapsing. That is a ground ball field in my story. 4-speed run Avila. Butterfly throw, but got him anyways. And they did it. And they strand, the Diamondbacks strand the tying run at center base, the winning run at first base. And Marquette gets a win. And technically, as they took the lead, didn't they got the extra run? I mean, well, technically they took the first lead and they never gave it up. Technically they never took the lead in the 9, damn please that. But thanks to that 7 earned runs by Walker, and I mean 3 over by Lamb, and they had the time run at center base, the winning run at first base. I mean, didn't they got the extra run in the 9 by a home run by Daniel Murphy? But if they didn't, we would be doing the extra innings right now. They did the save. They have that home run. And the first 2 runs are charged to that reliever who came out with 1 out in the 9th, and the third one was charged to Davis. 9 runs and 17 hits, no errors for the Rockies. 8 runs and 18 hits, no errors for the Diamondbacks. Did you say 4? I think the game's at 4 hours and 49 minutes. And Blackman 2 for 5, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Murphy, if he hit that home run, we'd be doing the extras right now. And the runner at center would be the winning run, not the tying run. Yeah, next episode will be the home run derby and or the All-Star game if anyone's in it. If it's not, then it will be the first game of the second half against the Reds at Coors Field, Colorado, and the closing will be on the other side. It will be after this clip ends because it ends in a few seconds. So closing will be and that's right. So here we go. As we won, Blackman player of the day 2 for 5 with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Our day is time we're closing. No board. If you get this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 4 of its Colorado Rockies franchise series. See you in episode number 4 and eat a lot of bacon.